All right, welcome back to the Gen AI interview series. Here's the question. How do you optimize throughput and latency in high concurrency LLM serving? And why is continuous batching a game changer over static batching? Most candidates answer this and stop at batching. That's 25% of the answer. The real answer is a coordinated attack across 4 layers of your inference stack. And today, we are going through all 4. Let's go. First, let's feel the pain. Because if you don't get the problem, the solutions won't stick. Static batching. You group requests, push them through the GPU, and wait for every single one to finish before loading the next batch. Sounds fine, right? Until you realize some requests need 10 tokens and others need 500. So the GPU just sits there, idle, waiting on the slowest one. Massive wasted cycles. Scale that to real bursty traffic, and it falls apart completely. That's the cliff we are fixing. So here's the framework. 4 layers working simultaneously. Scheduler, continuous batching. Architecture, prefix caching and RadixAttention. Algorithm, speculative decoding. Infrastructure, disaggregated Prefill-Decode. No single silver bullet. The production answer is all 4. Let's go through them. Layer 1, elegant fix. Instead of waiting for the whole batch to finish, at every single decoding step, the scheduler asks, "Is anyone done?" Yes? Kick them out, slot a new request in immediately. The batch stays full. The GPU never idles. Same hardware, dramatically higher utilization. The original vLLM paper reported up to 23 times throughput gains over naive static batching. Real deployments vary, but the improvement is always significant. This is why vLLM became the default for production LLM serving. Layer 2 targets a different kind of waste, redundant computation. Your customer support bot sends the same system prompt with every request. Your multi-turn chat replays the full conversation history every single time. In a naive system, the KV cache for all those shared tokens gets recomputed from scratch every time. Prefix caching stores those computed KV blocks and reuses them. RadixAttention from the SGLang framework goes further, organizing the entire cache as a radix tree so the system automatically finds and reuses the longest matching prefix. Less compute, lower latency. Big win, especially in chat and agent workflows. Layer 3, making each decoding step faster. Normal decoding is sequential, 1 token, 1 forward pass, repeat. Speculative decoding breaks that pattern. A small, fast draft model predicts several tokens ahead. The big target model verifies them all in 1 forward pass. If the guesses land, and with a good draft model, most do, you just generated multiple tokens in the time it used to take to generate 1. Typical speedup, 1.5 times to 3 times on latency. Minimal quality loss because the target model still makes the final call. Trade-off. At very high concurrency, tune your speculative token count carefully or the draft model overhead adds up. Layer 4. This is the one most teams hit late and wish they'd done earlier. Prefill and decode are fundamentally different workloads. Prefill, processing the prompt, is compute-heavy. Decode, generating tokens, is memory bandwidth bound. Run them on the same GPUs and they fight each other. A prefill spike directly inflates your decode latency. Disaggregation separates them onto dedicated worker pools. Optimize each independently. Prefill gets compute-heavy machines, decode gets memory-optimized ones. Stable latency, better scaling. The KV transfer cost between workers is real, but at scale, easily worth it. Let's put it together. One request, 4 layers firing. Continuous batching slots it in immediately. No rating. Prefix caching checks for shared tokens, reuses the KV, skips the compute. Speculative decoding generates tokens faster. Disaggregated Prefill-Decode keeps the heavy prompt processing from bleeding into your decode latency. That's the production answer. Once you see this clearly, everything else in LLM infrastructure starts making sense. Why vLLM dominates, why RadixAttention keeps coming up, why every serious team is moving to disaggregation. It all connects. This is the Gen AI interview series. Production architecture, the way it's actually built and actually asked. One question. If your team had to serve 10,000 concurrent LLM requests today, which of these 4 layers do you tackle first, and why? Drop it in the comments. Subscribe so you catch the next session. See you there.